In this video, I would like to show you how to work with Google Trends. Now, perhaps you already have heard of Google Trends. It is basically a keyword search tool that you can use in order to look which keyword search basically got more popular over time or got less popular over time. So for instance, when you look for something like fidget spinner, what you're going to see is how often people Googled this term over the last basically, 13 years. So what you're going to see is this graph. There is a hype, and then afterwards it is basically disappearing again, this trend. And the funny thing is, when people have a marketing strategy, they're somewhere in here. They perhaps see, okay, this product now is slowly becoming more popular. They feel like, okay, everyone is talking about fidget spinners, and then they try to market it and they sell it and they see, wow, my product sells and people buy the product, amazing, I can make some money with this. But then very soon they realize, okay, there's something happening. Oh, my product doesn't sell anymore. My product doesn't sell anymore. I cannot sell any more fidget spinners. My online store doesn't work anymore. Nothing is happening. What is the matter? And what then happens is that people think it is their marketing strategy. And that's why I always give the recommendation to go back into the Google Trends and just simply check, okay, how many people are actually still looking for this? Because this is very equal representation of what people are interested in when they want to, buy a product. So they are interested in the fidget spinner right here. They want to buy this product most likely. And then at some point, there's no one interested in that anymore. And it's very unlikely that you can still generate in this area somewhere here a lot of sales with your online store. So often it's not really about only, the product. It's not always about, the strategy that you have. It's sometimes just simply the market. Sometimes the product can be great, your marketing strategy can be great, but if no one is interested in it, well, then of course you're not going to sell the product. That's why always go into Google Trends and check whether there's still interest for this product. For instance, in 2014, I was one of the first ones who actually imported products from China and sold them here in Germany for more. And basically at that time I was selling yoga mats, and I did not know of this keyword tool right here. So let's actually look for yoga mats. And what you can see is that over time, this one got more popular. So let's actually go back 2004 till present. And what you're going to see, it is going up basically. So right here, okay, actually it's going a little bit up when you look at the, I think 5-year term. Then what you're going to see in the last 5 years, the interest actually got up for yoga mats. It's a little bit, but it got up. So now what I want to do with you is actually want to look at something else. I want to look at the fidget spinner again, and I want to analyze it per region. So let's go back, fidget spinner, and let's analyze it for every region. Now, what you can do with Google Trends is one thing that I'm very excited about. Actually, you can first of all check here on, check the different countries. For instance, when you go to Germany, my own home country, you can actually look for the states in Germany and how interested they were in fidget spinners. So actually, let's check for Berlin, where I'm living in. And I've never seen this graph, so I'm actually right now quite excited. Yeah, as you can see, there was also the same thing actually applying in Berlin. Now let's go to another state in Germany, Lower Saxony. How many people looked for fidget spinners there? As you can see, it's pretty much the same. Now let's go actually to a different country. Let's go to Argentina and let's have a look at how they viewed it. And what you're going to see is probably the same thing. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. And what you can see from that is that it was a global trend from, maybe May 2017 till June 2017, and afterwards there was no trend anymore at all. So let's look at Bhutan, for instance, a very small Asian country. How many people were interested in fidget spinners there? Well, that's a little bit interesting because this country, I think, has some kind of censorship and stuff, but still, it's kind of similar to the graph that we just saw. Actually, let's zoom in here. And let's look at the last 12 months. And it should look kind of similar. Yeah, we can still see, okay, there's a surge in searches right here. And then afterwards, it's going down again. So literally every country in the world, let's go with Bosnia-Herzegovina, had basically the same trend. Same thing everywhere. Now, why is this the case? Again, it was a global trend. And if you now have a marketing strategy that was put into place, let's say somewhere up here, and you start selling, and then at some point the trend wore off and you think, why are people not buying from me? It does not necessarily have to be your marketing strategy. It could just simply be the market itself. No one was interested anymore. That's why when you build up your marketing strategy, always make sure that you find a graph which is pointing upward, where basically there's interest over time increasing. And of course, also you want to make sure that the interest is, let's say, enough in order to say, okay, this is a proper market, this is a big enough market in order to sell products. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll see each other in the next one.